Alrighty. Question 4. We have the vertices of a quadrilateral, okay? Now, it was a parallelogram, you could get one triangle and double it. You get what I'm saying? So, an example would be with the GeoGebra here. If I drew a parallelogram, you can get the area of a parallelogram quite easily, okay? And I'll just run through all scenarios with you now, because this book doesn't cover all the scenarios as well as, let's say, an ordinary level book would. So imagine this parallelogram here, for argument's sake, here to here, and then here to here. I would see as a bog standard parallelogram, yeah? Now, what I would do is to get the area of this parallelogram, I need to drag those points down, won't I? So where can I drag the points to? I'll drag A to 0, 0. What's that mean happens to C? What's it? 2 across and 2 down, so 3, 0. B, 2 across, 2 over. And then D, 2 across, 2 over. Now I have a brand new parallelogram as shown. Everybody cool with that? Now, how would you divide up this new parallelogram? You need to divide it up into a triangle, don't you? So I could divide the triangle like this. Everybody cool with that? I could get the triangle of, I could get the area of this triangle here using the area of the triangle formula and just simply double the answer. Does that make sense? So that's how I could get the area of any parallelogram I want. Go with that? In this question, we don't have a parallelogram. We have a quadrilateral. So what's the quadrilateral I found? Points, please? 0, 0, yeah. 4 minus 1, yeah. 2, 3, and minus 2, 4. Right, it's an odd looking one. Right? Now, you say 2, 3. Which point am I missing? One of the points moved on me. 4 minus. Did you say 1 minus 1? Ah, that's what I got wrong there. Right, excuse me. No. I have 1 minus 1 for some reason. That should be 4 minus 1. Alright, makes sense now. Alright. It's a parallelogram, isn't it? Everybody agree that's a parallelogram? Alright, no need for me to run through this then. Now, what you're going to do, is it definitely a parallelogram? 4 down, 2 across, 4 down, 2 across, 1 down, 4 across, 1 down, 4 across. That's a parallelogram all day long. Same length, same slopes. Okay? In this case, you just draw a line anywhere you want. You can draw it here. You can get the area of ADC. Does that make sense? And then get the area of ADC and double your answer. I think you can all do that, can't you? Now, what else could you do? You could get the area of ADB. Once you get ADB, you double the answer. Now, if I was giving you a question, however, I wouldn't give you one like that. Here's what I'd be giving you. I'll give you something like this. Just like a weird looking one. Like that, alright? And the ordinary level Leaving Cert book has tons of these in it. Right? And there's not a single one in this book. No idea why. Now, how will I get the area of this shape here? Can anybody tell me? It's not a parallelogram, is it? So multiplying one triangle twice is not an option. Would you agree with that? So what do we need to do? Split into 2 triangles and add the areas together. But one more hint there. Would everybody agree with 4 down, 3 across? Why am I doing 4 down, 3 across? 0, 0. 4 down, 3 across. 4 down, 3 across. 4 down, and 3 across. Is that right? 3 to 10, yeah. Right. Now, here's the deal, and I know a lot of the ordinary level lads will make this mistake, alright? What the ordinary level lads do is they split it up wrong. I'm about to make a mistake or about to make my life hard. What happens if I split it up like this? Bottom triangle plus top triangle equals area. I'm not wrong, but how have I made my life really difficult? You haven't got a 0, 0 on the second triangle. What would be a better way of chopping it up? Always split it with the 0, 0 and pick the opposite points. Now I have two triangles that have a base of 0, 0, don't they? So you can get the area of both triangles separately and add them together. Is that alright? So that's what I was trying to get at. There should be more questions like that, but there's not. Okay, so I might give you one of them later on, just to look at our level questions, just to make sure we know what we're at. All right, let's keep going on. No need to do 4 now. 4 is very easy. All right, too easy. Now, question 10. Something worthy of our time. Alrighty. Triangle has coordinates 2, 1, B 3, and 5, 5, where B is bigger than 3. If ABC is 90 degrees, find the value of B, and hence find the area of the triangle ABC. Alright, this is a slope question. So, slope of AB is perpendicular to slope of BC. Now, what's the slope of AB? So, we go for x1, y1, x2, and y2. We're going to get 3 take away 1 over B take away 2, which is 2 over B minus 2. Are we cool with that? Next one. I'll just call this x1, y1. So it's going to be 3 take away 5 all over B take away 5. And I'm going to get minus 2 over B minus 5. Cool so far? What can I say about both slopes? M1 by M2 is minus 1. So then what can we say? Yellow multiplied by blue equals minus 1. So let's multiply them by each other. 2 times minus 2, minus 4, B minus 2, and B minus 5 equals minus 1. I'm going to get rid of the minuses on both sides. Is that okay with you guys? Those two minuses, I'm just going to get rid of them. They don't exist anymore. And then what we're going to have is 4 equals B minus 2 by B minus 5. 4 will equal B squared minus 7B plus 10. B squared 0 equals B squared minus 7B plus 6. That's handy enough. And then we're going to get B minus 1 and B minus 6 equals to 0. B equals 6 or B equals 1? Which one's disqualified? B equals 1 is not allowed, so the answer is B equals 6. Right. Then, after we got B equals 6, what they then decided to do is they wanted us to get the area of this triangle. Phelan, what are the 3 points again? 2, 1. It was B3, wasn't it? Which is now. And the other one? 5, 5. Drag the closest one to the origin. Which one's the closest one? 2, 1. And that will turn that into? So minus 2 to x and minus 1 to y. This one? 4, 2. And the next one? 3, 4. Use the area of the triangle method then. So what's it going to be? A half? x1, y2 minus x2, y1. That's your x1, y1, and that's your x2, y2. You're going to get a half 4 times 4 minus 3 times 2. Half 16 take away 6, which is 10. Half of 10 is 5. So anybody got 5 units squared? Awesome. Alright. This one was easy. Oh, that's, what did we say yesterday? What does collinear mean? Linear means they're all on the same line. And if they're all on the same line, what does that mean about the area of the triangle? Area equals 0, okay? So we know that straight out. Nextly, what we're going to get is 8k and 11.2. Which one's the closest to the origin? That one. So we turn that into 0, 0. Take 2 away from the x and add 1 onto the y. So what do we think? 6 and k plus 1. And the other one? What is it? 0.3. We have our x1, y1, and our x2, y2. We're then going to put into the area formula, which is a half x1, y2 minus x2, y1. And then we're going to get a half blank, 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 blank. Take away blank by blank. Now, 6 by 3. And then 9 by k plus 1. And we're going to get a half 18 take away 9k take away 9 equals, what's the area? 0. Does that half matter? Half doesn't matter. It's gone. Cross multiply it out if you want. So we're just going to get 9 minus 9k equals 0. Yeah. Why can you just get rid of the half? Why can I get rid of the half? Right. A half of x equals 0. What's x? Has to be 0. So the half doesn't matter. So what I'm basically saying is a half of the yellow number equals 0. This means the yellow number is 0. Doesn't matter what number is in front of it. That makes sense? Alright. So what value of this gets you 0? Pretty obvious k is 1, isn't it? Why is k 1? Because 9 minus 9k has to equal. This implies k equals 1. You can square that out if you want. And you can do out your quadratic. You're going to get a perfect square, and you're going to get k equals 1. Your choice. Some of you might have went down this route where you squared out both sides. Fair play to you. Everything's a factor of 81, so 81 minus 162k. Well, that's 9 as well. Plus 81k squared. Then you just get k squared minus 2k plus 1. And you just get k minus 1 squared equals 0. Once again, you'll just get k equals. Same thing. Right.